Fear, a feeling that has been with humanity since the beginning of time. It's a shadow that looms over every living being, from the smallest insect to the most intelligent human. But what exactly is fear? Where does it come from, and why does it still grip us in the deepest of our moments? Fear originates deep within our biology, in the brain, specifically a small but powerful region known as the amygdala. This tiny structure, shaped like an almond, plays a central role in processing emotions, especially fear. When danger strikes, the amygdala instantly fires up, sending signals to other parts of the brain. This activates the fight or flight response, preparing us to face the threat or escape. The heartbeat races, pupils dilate, and our senses become hyper-alert. Fear isn't unique to humans. It's a survival mechanism shared by all creatures. It's our biological drive to survive. But fear isn't just a biological reflex, it's deeply psychological too. Fear shapes the way we think, process the world, and perceive reality. Psychologists have long studied how fear affects our minds. One of the most famous experiments on fear comes from Ivan Pavlov. He conditioned dogs to associate a bell with food, and later with a fear response. The same principle works in humans. Fear can be conditioned and learned. Fear can be triggered by something as simple as a shadow or a sound, based on past experiences or learned associations. It is a complex, emotional response that affects our mind and body simultaneously. Social fear, such as fear of judgment or rejection, is one of the most common fears people face today. It's not life-threatening, but it feels just as intense. This fear stems from our deep-rooted need for acceptance and survival within a group. There have been many attempts to explain fear. Several psychological and philosophical theories seek to unravel why fear exists, how it forms, and why it holds such power over us. The evolutionary theory suggests that fear evolved as a survival mechanism. Early humans, facing constant danger from predators, needed to react quickly. Fear helped them avoid harm and stay alive. Over time, fear became hardwired into our brains to ensure our survival. Fear kept our ancestors alert to danger. It became a primal instinct, a tool for survival that we still carry with us today. The cognitive theory, proposed by Aaron Beck, suggests that fear arises when we perceive something as threatening, even if it isn't. Our brains evaluate situations based on past experiences, and when we anticipate danger, real or imagined, fear takes hold. Fear is often irrational. It can be triggered by past trauma, phobias, or simply by our own thoughts. It distorts our perception of the world and amplifies potential threats. Sigmund Freud's psychoanalytic theory suggests that fear comes from the unconscious mind, rooted in repressed memories or unresolved trauma. According to Freud, fear often manifests from past experiences, especially from childhood, that we are not consciously aware of. The trauma we bury deep within us can resurface in the form of irrational fears, fears that don't seem to make sense but are tied to memories we've long forgotten. One of the most profound and ancient sources of fear is the unknown. It's not what we know that frightens us, it's what we can't comprehend. The darkness, the vastness, the uncertainty of what lies ahead. Humans have always feared the unknown. It's the shadow that lurks just beyond our vision, the fear of what might happen if we take the next step. This fear has driven exploration, invention, and discovery. But it has also kept us trapped, paralyzed by uncertainty. Fear of the unknown has pushed us to seek answers, to control the uncontrollable. Fear doesn't just exist in moments of danger, it affects how we live our everyday lives. It shapes our decisions, our relationships, and even our identities. Fear keeps us from taking risks, from embracing the unknown, from seizing opportunities. Fear of failure, rejection, and judgment can trap us in a cycle of avoidance, preventing us from living fully. Fear is an emotion that binds us all, but it's also something we can conquer. It doesn't have to control us. When we understand it and face it head-on, fear becomes a guide, showing us where we need to grow, and when we embrace it, we unlock our greatest potential. This is Frame of Shadow. Stay curious, stay in the shadows,